Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big 11 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 2 of our winning a natty with every single team in Dynasty. Obviously, season 1, Old Dominion went 13 seasons. So far, they're on the pedestal of being number 1. Obviously, someone might come to change that. Alabama might do it in season 1. LSU might do it in season 1. Georgia might do it in season 1. Who knows what will happen? You know? But this is, again, episode number 2. We don't have a team yet. So the first thing first, what we gotta do, is we need to have a team. So, this will decide our team here. And for episode 2, we're going to have, I think that's North Texas. It is North Texas. So North Texas is going to be the team that we are going to take over. Obviously, we're just doing the default roster. We'll go into settings. Obviously, this doesn't really matter since we're just pretty much simulating. We will have a normal on there, and then coach firing is CPU only. And yes, so that is that. And now we need North Texas. So we need to go. Pay attention to each team's prestige rating. There they are. North Texas. They're an 80 overall team. They're 2 stars. So this is probably going to be a little bit easier than Old Dominion. So, of course, we will be a head coach, and we will have this guy who is a tactician. They had a decent season in 2013, a couple decent seasons in 17 and 18, but they've kind of been sitting around 500 most of the years. So we'll sign the contract, and here we go. So episode number 2 is going to be with North Texas. So a couple of the mid-major school or the G5 schools getting first. We do not have like one of the big names yet, which is kind of weird. Again, we'll check the schedule. We won't customize it as well. So it's just going to be, this is going to be the American Conference, with the exception of South Alabama, FCS Midwest, Texas Tech, and Wyoming. And yeah, so that is that. Also, the recruiting board. I will see everyone at the end of season number 1. And here we are at the end of season number 1 here with North Texas. Going a solid 7-5 in our first year is not too bad. Winning our first 4 games pretty handily, besides the South Alabama one only winning by 2. Texas Tech, we upset, won by 4. Wyoming, we won by 15. We won by 43 points against FCS. Losing 3 out of the next 4. We're only winning against Florida Atlantic in our second American game, but losing a heartbreaker to Memphis and Tulane and Army, including, so 4 of the next 5. But then winning 2 against UTSA and East Carolina was big because East Carolina was undefeated in the American at the time we played them. But then losing to Temple to finally end out the season. But you know, I'll take 7-5. That is a bowl game. To pretty much complete one of our goals. I mean, the goal was to win 5 wins. We won 7. So 7-5 season, then that gets us into a bowl game. We're not going to make the conference tournament. We're not going to make the college football playoff in our first season. We actually did assign a big 4-star to this team. So that is actually big. I think we signed 2 4-stars in this recruiting class. I'm going to go ahead and I think fire both these guys. These guys are only level 14, so we should be able to find other people that will hopefully be better for us. But hopefully, all in all, we'll find out who makes it to the college football playoff. I'll go ahead and sim to that here, and we'll find out what we have. So we did end up losing our bowl game, unfortunately. So we did end up 7-6 on the season. I don't know if it's going to show here because I think we simmed too far past it. Yeah, we did. But we can always check out the college football playoff bracket here, and it looks like Oregon wins it all. I feel like Oregon always wins year 1 for some reason, and Liberty always goes year 1 as well. But Kansas beat LSU, which is a very surprising result. Utah, Oklahoma, Georgia, Michigan, Texas, Clemson, Texas A&M, Louisville, and, of course, Liberty. And Oregon going 14-2 wins it all. So into season 1, ain't bad to start. A pretty decent recruiting class, a pretty decent season overall as well. And yeah, I'll see everyone at the end of season number 2. And here we are at the end of season number 2. It went 10-2. A very, very good season for North Texas here. Going 7-5 or 7-6 in our first year, now 10-2. we have officially made a bowl game as well. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be into the... We're not making the conference championship, unfortunately. We lost to UTSA early. We both 6-2. Charlotte's even ranked number 9, apparently, at 10-2 as well. So if they lose, they could move down, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But all in all, it's been a good season recruiting-wise as well. For us, not the best of what I would like it, but we did get a couple of 4 stars. We even just lost a 3-star there that we're going after late in the season. But being ranked to end the season is very, very good. We're level 31. We are increasing a ton just because people level up pretty quickly. We even get a 3-star tight end, which is nice because our tight end room is lacking. So we are ranked 23rd now. We did Christopher Viziana. Yeah, that's we're going to go with that, winning the Heisman. And we are going to have Miami in the Military Bowl. So we are facing a ranked Miami, but both of us don't make the college football playoff. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, we didn't have the best, like, in the terms of quality or quantity, but in quality, we have a lot better recruiting class than most. We have 3 3-stars and 2 4-stars. Again, not the best, but we're looking for a lot of stuff in transfer portal. But looking at the college football bracket, we have Oregon, North Carolina, Georgia, Liberty, Ohio State, Michigan, Illinois, Bama, Nevada, Clemson, NC State, and Boston College. So it looks like Charlotte did lose, so Nevada and Liberty get to go as the G5s. So we'll kind of see who wins it. We'll go ahead and fast forward to the national championship game here in year number 2. See who takes it home. Hopefully it's not Oregon going back-to-back. And one more simulation here. So 2 seasons in, this is already looking better than Old Dominion so far. Pro potential is down to a B, but conference prestige is up, and coach prestige and athletic facilities has moved up. So that'll help in recruiting. Because we are ranked 12th. We did win against Miami. I just now realized that. We're 11-2 to end the season. And Liberty wins it all in year number 2. They went undefeated. That is wild. Maybe can we get Liberty next in the wheel spin? That would be very nice. But that's the end of season number 2. I will see everyone at the end of season number 3. So here we are in season number 3. We went 6-6, so not the best. Especially after going 11-2 last year. We did lose a lot of people last year, so unfortunately, it's not going to be too bad from where we were. We're not going to make any American Conference Championship, unfortunately. We're probably making a bowl game, but we're not going to be going to the college football playoff, which is what we're going for. Yeah, but going down to a C championship contender, unfortunately, is not the... I don't even think we got a bowl game, which is kind of why. I guess we were one ahead, but... simulating through to the national championship game here. We actually had a decent recruiting class this season. A couple more players than last year, but again, transfer portal will be a lot better for us as well. But simulating past the national championship here through 2026 in our 3rd season, Pro potential is down to a D-. A lot of things went down. We're down to a 2-star prestige school as well, where we were to start the season. Or I guess start this whole thing. We ended up 6-6. So yeah, we didn't even get a bowl game, which is kind of weird because I don't think we faced an FCS school. But yeah, no bowl. We were bowl eligible, but did not get a bowl game. But Georgia wins it all. Baylor, Texas Tech, Florida, NC State, Nebraska, Penn State, UAB was the number 1 team as well as the G5. That's kind of wild. Purdue, Wisconsin, Clemson, and Pittsburgh all made it into the college football playoff, but unfortunately, not us, not North Texas, which we're hoping for. So that will end season number 3. See you guys in season number 4. And here we are in season number 4. We went 8-4, surprisingly. A surprising 8-4. Sorry, excuse me. We lost to Texas Tech to begin the year, but then beat Wyoming, Michigan State, then lost to San Jose State and Rice. But then we went on a really good winning streak, winning 6 in a row, especially in the American. Losing to UTSA at the very end of the season doesn't matter because we are facing Tulane for the American Championship here. I don't think if we win it, we're gonna make a bowl game either way. But I don't think if we win, we're making the college football playoff. So, again, still looking for our first college football playoff berth here with North Texas. I was not expecting it in the first 4 seasons, of course. So, there is that. But let's see if we can upset number 10 Tulane, and who knows what could happen. We're not making the playoffs or anything like that. We ended up winning 9-4, and yeah, that is the American champions right there. Our quarterback throws 5 touchdowns, over 370 yards. He's also the National Offensive Player of the Week, so that's pretty nice. I don't know. We'll check it here in just a second once we get past this bye week. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat for some reason there. A lot of firsts still on the board. Again, 9-4, 6-2 in the American. And we didn't make the college football playoff, but Isaiah Morrison wins the Heisman, sophomore quarterback. And we face Pitt in the Military Bowl. We got to face another top 10 team to do it. But taking a look at the bracket here. So Oregon, Wisconsin, UCF. Sam Houston went as the G5 school. They went 12-1. Georgia Tech, Penn State, Purdue, Texas Tech, BYU, Georgia, Washington, and Notre Dame all went. So if we are 10-4 by the end of this simulation, that means we won the bowl game. And goes from there. We are 10-4, so we did end up winning the bowl game, which is very, very nice. Right? That makes sense, right? Yeah, we were 9-4. Yeah, we won 27-20 over number 10 Pittsburgh, so that's back-to-back wins against top 10 teams to end the season. So that is very, very nice. That hopefully will do good for us in the upcoming offseason for recruits-wise. And pro potential is up to a B+, stability and coach prestige up to an A. We're now a 3-star prestige, so that's more recruiting hours for next season. I think we're good with the staff. Yeah, everyone's still here for motivating-wise, so that will be pretty nice. And, of course, the winner of this year's was Georgia Tech. That's one I haven't seen in ever, to be honest with you. In all my simulations, an unranked Georgia Tech goes through because I think they won their conference tournament. Wild. Just absolutely wild to see them in it and see them winning. They beat Sam Houston. They beat Wisconsin, who went 10-5 on the season. And they beat Texas Tech. So, yeah, kind of wild. They, 38-17. So, a solid win for them. But anywho, that's going to end season number 4. We're on to season 5. We're getting there. This is starting to go pretty much better. All right, here we are in season number 5. We went 9-3 on the season, and we have a shot at winning the American Conference again. Again, last year, we went 10-4 and won the American Conference and the military. We've won 2 straight military, I guess not 2 straight, but 2 military bowls so far. So far, every season has at least been 500 or better. Right now, with 9 wins, we have a very, very good shot. I guess not a very good shot, because I don't know if we're going to make the college football bracket. Again, Liberty's 9-3. I mean, we may have a shot if we win it. That's the only way I think how we win. Plus, we're not that great of a team. I think we're only like an 85 overall. But we shall see. Here we go, 9-3. Hopefully we can beat East Carolina. We hopefully beat them to move on. And we are 10-3. Win the second American. So we win the American Conference Championship. And here is the big reveal. If we make it to the college football playoff for the first time this season. Our quarterback did not have a great game, although he was great all season. For us, but this is going to be the big one. If simulate past this week, see how we do. We got a couple XP there. And we did not. Well, we are ranked, but unfortunately we do not move on. We are going to be facing Stanford again in the Military Bowl. So back-to-back Military Bowls for us. But again, just unfortunately not making the college football playoff. And it looks like Bowling Green made it at 10-3. So I guess we had a shot. I don't know how they kind of see who goes and who doesn't wise for the G5 schools. Because, I mean, we went 10-3. I think our only losses, we started 5-0. We lost to FAU and Memphis back-to-back. Then we lost to Army. So that probably is why we didn't go. Because we did beat Clemson. We beat East Carolina back-to-back weeks late in the season to actually get to the college football playoff. We also beat Baylor as well. So I'm not sure why. We can check Bowling Green's schedule. We'll see if they had a better season. Where is Bowling Green? There they are. They did beat Auburn and Minnesota. They lost to Liberty. Their schedule was kind of easier than ours. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. But let's go ahead, simulate to the college football national championship and past it. And we'll kind of go from there and see kind of how we roll, unfortunately. Going on to another season with North Texas. I think this next season will be a lot better. We went 11-3. We won the Military Bowl, too. So we are a very, very, very good team that we just need to get lucky. We have an A- potential. We're up to a 3.5 star prestige at an 84 overall. And we signed a couple 4 stars and 5 stars this season. I just looked at All-Americans, and I don't really... There we go. There's the bracket. And Clemson won it all over Miami. Cincinnati just stomped Bowling Green, Boston College, Nebraska, LSU, Michigan, Maryland, Texas Tech, Colorado, USC all made it into the college football playoff, but Clemson walks away the victors. So that's going to do it for season number 5. It is on to season number 6. All right, so here we are in season number 6. Not a great season. We went 7-5. We actually had a pretty good start, or not even a good start to the season. We beat Baylor 38-7. Lost to FIU and Penn State early on, then beat UTSA and FCS Midwest, then losing to Army. Then went on a 4-game win streak and then lost back-to-back games at home, especially. Winning 3 of your next 4 on the road and then winning or losing back-to-back at home kind of sucks. So no conference championship. We went 7-5 on the season. So we'll simulate past the conference championships here. And of course, we'll go ahead and fast forward all the way to the national championship. And of course, past that and checking out the winner of the national championship. Of course, again, only season 6. Old Dominion took 13 seasons, so we'll kind of find out from there if North Texas can beat them or if we're going to be stuck here for a while with this team. I don't think so. This team has, gone on runs before with those wins that constantly get us up there. Pro potential is down to a B-, but everything else is up besides coach prestige. Coach stability is up to an A+, which is nice. Conference prestige up to a B, even though it says a B-, but I don't know. Anywho, looking at the bracket after that after the national title, and Florida just completely curb stomped Tennessee in the national title game. Washington, Texas A&M, Houston, Notre Dame, USC, Michigan, BYU, Oregon, Bowling Green, and Duke. Man, I can't wait to do Bowling Green if this is the case. If they're getting some good simulations, man, that's gonna be fun. But Florida wins it all in season number 6. End of season number 6. Again, a positive season. We also won our bowl game, so we went 8-5 on the year. So another positive season. Our worst season so far is just 500. And I think we improved a lot on this, especially on the defensive side of the ball. On to season number 7. And here we are in season number 7, and let me tell you, this season has been a huge one for us. We went 11-1 as an A3 overall team. Now, granted, we're probably not doing anything in the college football playoff because we're only an 83 overall. But this is an insane year. Only losses to Rice. We're ranked number 2 at 11-1. We stomped Florida. We beat Missouri, who were both ranked at the time. Now, granted, they're both 5-7, so it doesn't matter. But we beat Texas State. We beat Washington State. Again, all these guys really didn't have great years except for Tulane, and we beat them 38-20. We did lose to Rice by 7 by a touchdown, but then we bounced back. Usually it's not great for us after we lose. Usually it's usually a couple losses, but we bounced back against East Carolina and just barely beat Navy. We do it in overtime, 36-34. So a big win there. We're moving on to the American Championship. If we win, we're more than likely going to the college football playoff. If we lose, there's a good chance that we don't make it just because of our schedule. We did get a 4-star right tackle. This recruiting class really hasn't been the best for us compared to last year. Really not a great recruiting class, so I'm actually kind of hoping that we do win this year because or else our window is more than likely getting closed very, very rapidly just because the recruiting classes really aren't that great. We did get 1,000 XP. I don't know... We did win it. We did win the American Conference Championship. So we go 12-1 on the season, and we officially move on. I mean, I don't... There has been so many good stuff. I mean, this guy won National Offensive Player of the Year, Player of the Week this week. Warwick was the Player of the Year. 4,500 passing yards, 39 touchdowns in his senior season. So hopefully he can lead us, and he won the Heisman. This is the first time I've won a Heisman in this. So I mean, granted, it's only been 2 seasons. It's only been 2 teams. We also had the best tight end in the league, so that's actually kind of nice. And I think we also have a bye week in the college football playoff. We do, although whoever we win is going to be a tough matchup because it's Oregon, Alabama. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. So in our, 7th season, we're going to have the first time we're in a bowl. Again, the conference football, or the CFP. So compared to Old Dominion, where we had to wait around for a while, this year, we're facing Oregon in the second round of the college football playoff. And here we go. I mean, this is big because, granted, they're 89 overall. They're probably just going to absolutely smack us. But we do have an 86 overall offense, so if our offense can get something going and the defense can get a couple stops, you never know what's going to happen. So here we are, already in the second round of the playoffs because we had such a good season. Offense doesn't put up anything. Then we give up a touchdown. We give up another touchdown. I kind of had a feeling this is going to be it. We're just going to go ahead and end the game because we did put up a field goal, and the defense got a stop, so it's 14-10. Now 21-17, 28-25. Hold on a minute. Now it's 38-25. Now 42-25, and there it is. Yep. We had a shot, and we blew it. We're gonna lose this game 52-25. Just getting absolutely smacked. We made it close there until we allowed 24 straight points. Yikes. Having only two quarters scoring ain't great. Ain't great at all. So season 7, I mean, we're making progress, really. We got a Heisman winner. We made it to the college football playoff as well. So we're looking decent. We're looking pretty good. We just need some transfers, and yeah. So that's all we're hoping for. But good season all the way around. Making the college football playoff. Coach prestige up. Athletic facilities went up. Coach stability went down. How did our conference prestige go down? I'm so confused. Our pro potential went up, so that's nice. But yeah, let's check to see who won it after losing to Oregon. Oregon ended up losing to Wisconsin, and Georgia won it all. With TCU, Michigan, NC State, Pitt, BYU, Clemson, and Auburn all making it. Man, BYU just got absolutely smacked around too. So it wasn't just us in the second round. We actually put up 25 points. They only put up 3. So, haha. But yeah, still another season where, hey, we made the college football playoff. We're looking good. Now it's just trying to reload and doing everything. So into the season number 7, I believe, and on to the next season. All right, here we are in season number 8. We go 10-2. This is another shot as well to get at least in the college football playoff, and then who knows what could happen. Only 2 losses came against ranked Missouri and ranked Georgia. Who Missouri is 9-3, and also Georgia was 10-2 as well. But after that loss to Georgia, we didn't lose a single game afterwards. We kind of our one close game, I guess, was against Charlotte and UTSA, were like the closest games that we had. Everyone else, we scored 30+ points on, maybe except UAB as well. Like UAB, UTSA, and Charlotte were the only ones. And we got to face Charlotte again, who went 9-3. We went 8-0 in the conference, 10-2 at ranked 6th overall, and an 85 overall team with an 87 offense as well. So who knows what's going to happen. The recruiting class is a little bit better than last year, so hopefully it won't matter. And hopefully we can win it all here in season number 8 and take the mantle off Old Dominion here to see who is the team to pretty much focus on, at least for rebuilds and everything. Obviously, the Bama and Georgia could take one season. Who knows? I think we just passed the American Championship, and we won. So we won the American Championship. We will be moving on to the College Football Playoff again. Jamie Trapp wins the Defensive Player of the Week. Vernon Pratt wins the Heisman, 4,000 yards and 41 touchdowns. It looks like we got another bye week as well. I think the staff is pretty good still. Yeah, we're still good there. Everyone is where they're at. Looking at the bracket, we do. And it's this one. This time it might be a little bit easier for us with the Purdue and UCF game. And hopefully maybe Auburn or Pitt upset Georgia. And then maybe we face like Miami or someone like that in the national title game. Who knows? But it's going to have to happen to maybe we get lucky. So fast forwarding through week 1, see who we get here in the second round of the college football playoff again. And it's UCF. So this one will be hopefully a little bit easier matchup compared to last season. We do need to hire somebody, it says. So looks like our offensive coordinator left us, and we got to find probably the best. Don't we run an air raid? Yeah, we do run an air raid. So I need to find someone that does air raid and someone that knows a little bit about recruiting. Nope. So far, 0 for 2. Man, it looks like it's this guy. So this is where it's going to be here. UCF against North Texas. What is UCF's overall? They're an 81, so we're actually the better team here. So hopefully that is going to be the thing. Hopefully, again, just like in Old Dominion, we were the better team overall half the time, and we lost some early games, but ended up winning it all, going undefeated that year in year number 13. So far, this is year number 8 here with North Texas, and we kind of back-to-back years with a college football playoff berth, so who knows? Maybe North Texas is a good team to rebuild and everything. We already score a touchdown immediately. UCF gets a field goal. They don't do anything. Start of the second quarter. We get a field goal to make it a 7-point game. We get another field goal to make it a 10-point game. They get a field goal, but we get a touchdown. They don't get a touchdown, so it is 20-6 at half. Now it's 20-13. Now it's 20-20, and our offense is kind of falling apart here. We'll go one by one, and they punt. Only 28 yards, so we have the ball in a pretty good spot. Second down and 7, we don't do anything. So 4th down and 7, and we make the field goal to make it 23-20. And it's 4th down and 4, and they're going to punt again. So we just need to take some time off the clock here, and we get a first down. 3rd down and 1, we get a first down again. Another big play, and that's. I thought we just gave it away. To be honest, I thought that was a pick for a second there. 3rd and goal. With minute 45, we don't do anything. We just run the ball. kick a field goal to make it a 6-point game. And we get an interception, and Jeremy Trapp, who won the Offensive Player of the Week last week, gets the interception. That's the final timeout. Pass. Why are we passing? We kick a field goal to make it a 2-possession game, so it doesn't really matter. But UCF just goes down the field and gets a touchdown pretty quickly. And it is recovered by us. We'll go ahead and take the knee, and we move on to the semifinal game here with North Texas. Our first win in the college football playoff. It happened in AT&T Stadium. So we'll take it. Moving on to the semifinal game. And again, I'm hoping that one of the teams that went into Georgia and beat them, because Georgia's going to be a very high overall. I'm not very excited to play them. We need to see who made it, I guess, after week 1. So Oregon beat Washington, Miami beat Penn State, and Pittsburgh beat Auburn. If Pittsburgh can beat Georgia, I have a better feeling of us beating Pittsburgh. But it won't matter unless we find out who next week. That was also a close game against UCF. They made it close halfway through the game, and I did not like that at all. Trapp, of course, won the American Player of the Week. And Chuck Sharp had 7 catches, 146 yards, and a touchdown, which was huge. And we are facing Georgia. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't face this team. They went 12-2. We played them earlier this season. Did we even? We did. Okay, good. We're good then. And that's all I cared about. All right, so Georgia is overall of 90. This is not gonna be fun. That's where we pretty much need to be to win it all, pretty much. I think, because I think Old Dominion we were over a 90, and right now we're an 83. So off defense is rough, but we're in this. We're going to start giving them the ball first. We get a stop on defense. We get a field goal early on, but field goals is not going to beat Georgia. 3rd and goal. It's a touchdown. So not view all play history. We just wanted to go to the quarter because I know they were at the end zone there. Couple stops by our defense, but oh, wow, okay, 1 play touchdown. We get a field goal to make it a 1-point game going into halftime, and we get the ball to start the second half. We don't do anything with it. Georgia doesn't do anything with their possession. They end up getting a touchdown, so we're down 8 here in the 4th quarter. Whoops, not that. There we go. 3rd down and 6, and it's incomplete, so we have to punt. And Georgia will oh, wait, we get a stop. 1st and 10 now from the 20. Now it's 2nd down, 3rd down, 4th down, and it's 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown. We got to get the 2 here, and we don't. Incomplete pass, so we got to get a stop on defense. That's a great start, getting a 10-yard sack. And they, of course, get a 1st down on 17 yards on a 3rd down and 17. But hang on a minute. The defense gets a stop. We have 1 timeout to go 80 yards. And we don't do it. We get 7 yards on 4th down, and that's going to do it. Georgia moves on to the national title game. We lose 21-19. Very close game with what I thought. Just unfortunate. We could not get that 2-point conversion. The defense made a stop in the second half. Just unfortunate. But, again, another loss and just 1 game away, too. Especially getting that bye week as well. It's just unfortunate, but hey, I can't be too mad about it. We had a huge opportunity there, getting a stop and getting more time to have the ball. And unfortunately, they get a 1st down on 3rd down and 17, which kind of pretty much ended our hopes of trying to make the national title game. So, anyways, we're only at 83 overall, and we just went pretty much toe-to-toe with Georgia in that game. So, all of it's going to be looking up here for us. Coachability goes down and prestige goes down because I guess we did hire a coordinator. But to look at the college football playoff bracket here, and Michigan defeated Georgia. I was afraid that we would have to face Michigan as well. But wow, that's super weird. Both semifinal games were 21-19. That's wild. Again, we only won by 2 against UCF. Every game was pretty much close besides the opening rounds. Michigan only won by 3, and I mean, one-score games until the national title game, which was 25 points. That's insane. Anywho, congrats to Michigan. Hopefully, this was it for us. We move on to the national title game next year. Hopefully, we win it, and that's it for, getting it 9 seasons. But anyways, on to season number 9. Or wait. Yeah, season number 9, I think. I don't know. It'll be on the top of the screen. All right, season number 9. Here we are. Recruiting class, is not bad. We've signed 16 players, a lot of 3-stars, a couple 4s thrown in there, but they're mostly depth pieces at this point. There's a couple 4-stars that might even start for us, including middle linebacker, because I forgot to recruit middle linebackers for like 2 seasons. So, smile. But hey, we're facing number 3 UAB in the American American Conference Championship here. If we win, we're more than likely going to be in and having a first-round bye. If we lose, we could still get an at-large bid with going 11-2, and our only loss, or one of our losses, we do end up losing. We go 11-2. Does that mean that we're going to the college football playoff? We're number 6th in the nation after losing that game. Only losing 2 games overall in the season. Our one loss came against Memphis and losing by 1. But yeah, we just lost 52-3 to UAB. My goodness. UAB jumps to number 1 in the nation after that. Is that going to put us on the outside, or is that going to put us in the first game? That puts us in a first game play in the round 1 of the playoffs. So that would be 3 straight college football playoff appearances, and having 2 first-round byes in the first 2. And this time, unfortunately, we do not get a first-round bye. We get Jay Hurt getting the freshman quarterback, getting the Heisman. Wow, freshman winning the Heisman is insane. Nebraska in the college football playoff in round 1. So this is going to be a fun time because we got a pretty tough schedule. Now going through it. Yeah, we lost a lot of these 4. We added some 4-stars, maybe thinking we could get them late in the season. We didn't, obviously. But yeah, we might be able to get that guy, hopefully, soon-ish. What is Nebraska? They went 8-4. They are an 89. We are probably going to get wrecked. Probably pretty bad here. It's not going to be pretty. I mean, we lost to UAB 52-3. Coming off that loss, hopefully we can be better. We are the home. Are we the home team? We are the home team, which is wild. I guess we are the higher seed. All right, anywho, let's get this over with. Offense hasn't done anything. They put up a touchdown in the first quarter. They don't do anything. Now it's 7-7. Defense forces a field goal, but unfortunately we had to punt, and now it's 17-7. Going to half, it's that score, and we have to give them the ball first. Still 17 now, 24-7 and 24-14. 27-14, and this game is going to end 29-24 going to Nebraska. Or 29-14, I'm sorry. I thought I saw 24. It's 29-14, Nebraska over North Texas. I mean, we really stood no chance against a 90 overall team or an 89 overall team. We got lucky in our first and last season. So we're going to simulate to the national championship game and see who wins it. Honestly, if I probably just normal sim that, we probably win just because apparently North Texas is very good with simulation here. But going one more, we go 11-3 on the season. So, again, yeah, 3 straight appearances in the college football playoff is really, really good. Weird that our pro potential goes down, so I guess no one got drafted, which is fine because that means we keep the same team. And it looks like UAB wins it all over Nebraska. So we lost to UAB in the American Championship, and then they beat the guys who beat us in the round 1 of the playoffs. So Washington, NC State, Florida, Georgia Tech, Bowling Green. Wow, there's 3 G5 schools that went. Bowling Green, UAB, and North Texas all went to the college football playoff, which is wild. That's wild to see, to be honest. And Boston College going at 9-5 is even more insane. Never thought I'd see the day that North Texas, UAB, and Bowling Green all make it to the college football playoff. But, here we are. So that's the end of season number 9. Hopefully season 10 is a lot better. Again, we're starting to get into dual Dominion territory with 13 seasons. Trying to win it all, but I think North Texas is getting there. On to season number 10. And here we are in season number 10. We went 11-1, number 3 in the nation, which is very, very good. Only loss came against Tulsa in week number 10. So not too bad. They went 8-4. So it's not a bad loss, but we had a pretty decent season, especially beating Notre Dame by 3 points. We beat Colorado. We scored 70 points on them, and then also scored 56 on FCS Midwest. And most of the games we won were by a lot. Temple, we had 69-14. Nice. 48-17 and 36-17. So we won a lot of good games, and hopefully we can win this game against Charlotte, move on to the college football playoff, maybe get a first-round bye again, and hopefully we can win the whole thing this time in year number 10. We do win, so we're 12-1. So that is nice. So we are we win the American Conference Championship. So that is lovely. We always love that. Souza wins the Player of the Week. Did we get anybody? No, it does not look like. Well, I guess it's after this week. So I think this is another straight, like 3 straight appearances in the college football playoff here with North Texas. We did get Giovanni wins the Player of the Year award with 20 touchdowns. So that means he won the Heisman. So wide receiver, 70 catches, 1,200 yards, and 20 touchdowns, winning the Heisman Trophy. So that is lovely. We like to see that. We also get Rosario winning the best quarterback, best quarterback in the in college football. We also got the best receiver, obviously, because he did win the Heisman. And yeah, the best quarterback. So, I mean, there is that. So that was pretty nice. We also got the best running back. This offense was insane, I guess. We do get a first-round bye in the college football playoff, which is very, very nice. You would either have to face Michigan or UAB coming up. Yeah, I really hope it's UAB and they get the good simulation because I think we can beat them. Western Kentucky, UAB, and North Texas. We are the 3 G5s to make it here in 2033. Again, we're not that great of a roster. We are at an 85 overall with an 87 offense. I mean, we do have a 97 overall halfback. Our quarterback's an 86, and he won the best quarterback, which is kind of wild. Wide receiver, though, Giovanni is only an 85 with 97 speed, so he'll be here next year. We're losing an 81 and 79 wide receiver and a 76, so we have a couple guys that could be better for us next season as well. Offensive line is pretty decent as well. We are losing a couple 90s. Defensive, this whole lineup is pretty decent besides middle linebacker. So hopefully that we can get something good. I don't think I have any injuries right now. At least I didn't see anything. Yeah, we don't have any injuries right now. So we just have to hopefully win and move on. Again, we're going to automatically be in week number 2 of the college football playoff in the second round. And we are facing Michigan. This is the team I didn't want to face. Because Michigan is a 89 overall team. Not great, Captain. Not great at all. Got to find a way to win. You got to find a way to win these matchups.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta
here in the Peach Bowl.
Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
We are going to start with the ball first. We don't do anything on offense. They put up a touchdown. We put up a field goal. So 7-3 in the first quarter. Still 7-3. Now it's 10-3. Now it's 10-6 at halftime. But they're going to get ball to start the second second half. They put up a touchdown. We put up a touchdown to make it 23-12. And I think it's just going to be another second-round exit. 30-19. Yep, 37-19, 37-26, 37-34, but we don't have any timeouts. So, unfortunately, we lose by 3, a pretty big loss. But, again, another L in the college football playoff. We just can't seem to get past the first round. or even the second round. We've been only to the semifinals once so far, so yeah, not great. We are hopefully upgrading some people. Hopefully, Dylan Breeze gets the American Defensive Player of the Week, getting 7 tackles, and Rosario, of course, 404 yards and 4 touchdowns. We just couldn't do anything later on, so we're gonna simulate past the national championship game. See who wins it, of course, like always. And hopefully this team is a better overall next season other than 85. And maybe you can get to an 89, and maybe you can win some of these games for, a national title. Michigan ended up winning it all, so they did end up losing to the eventual champions. But, I mean, they destroyed Notre Dame. Iowa State made it. Oregon, Auburn, Wisconsin. Pittsburgh got blown out at 12-2. Not surprising, but we only lost by 3, but then again, it was a lot closer than what it thought, it was supposed to be with that touchdown late in the game and losing by 3. So, anyways, that ends season number 10. It's on to season number 11. And here we are in season number 11. Not a great season from North Texas here. We go 6-6. We beat Kansas State early on, but then lost to Wisconsin. Won 3 in a row against Indiana, FCS Midwest, and USF. Losing to Charlotte, then we beat Tulsa, then lost 3 state to Tulane, Rice, and Army, beating East Carolina, and then losing our final game against Navy. Not the best season overall, especially as an 88 overall team now with an 87 offense and 89 defense. I think what was the main reason why we did bad this season is we did have a freshman quarterback. Wasn't great. 77 overall. We also have Cole, who's a 70. So that was probably the reason why we didn't have a great season this season, especially going 6-6 and 3-5 in the American Conference. It is what it is. Recruiting, though, has done very, very solid. I'm not going to go through it. We've signed everyone that we've wanted to. We signed a bunch of 4-stars. I think that is it's number 1 in the American, number 18 overall with 12 4-stars and 4 3-stars, which is very, very good for that. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to the national championship game. I don't think we're going to get a bowl game since we did 6-6, especially winning one against FCS. Not too bad. But we're going to figure out who wins the national championship here, who, of course, went into the college football playoff. We went 6-6. We didn't even make a bowl game. So that's the only unfortunate thing. We might go down in a star rating, though, after going 6-6. I mean, we went 3 straight playoff appearances. Yeah, we went down a star. That's what, a half a star. Coach Prestige went way down. Wow, we have a lot of riskless transfers then. That is not good. Not good at all. Looking at the bracket, though, Oregon won it all over SMU, and SMU was one of the G5s. Bowling Green also went as well. Notre Dame and Tulsa also went. Dang, okay. Georgia, Clemson, BYU, Oregon, Michigan, Tennessee, and Pittsburgh again. Pittsburgh always makes it first round and this instantly loses. I don't understand why, but that is the thing. That ends season number 10. We're on to season number 11. And here we are in season number 12. We go 6-6, another not great season. We started out losing 2 of 3 to begin the season, and then we kind of just like 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 loss. So it's kind of back and forth, back and forth. We have a lot of people probably transferring this season. But yeah, we're not making a conference championship. We're definitely not making the college football playoff. One of the worst seasons we've had actually here at North Texas. And plus we're an 89 overall team. So it's kind of rough. And honestly, we might have a lot of people transfer after this season too. Back-to-back 6-6 seasons after 10 plus wins each the last 4 seasons. So not a great season at all. We'll go ahead and simulate to the national championship game here. See who, of course, made it to the college football playoff, and see who makes the national championship either way, and, of course, see who wins it. But again, this if we do make it, though, next season, yeah, look, I mean, we have so many people probably transferring this week or this season. It's not great. We go 6-7. Apparently, we made a bowl game But that's our first losing season, I think, in a long time here in North Texas. But yeah, anyways, fast forward, or simulating the national championship week. So next season is season number 13, which will, if we do win it, we would tie Old Dominion of making it. Pro potential does go up, so that is nice. That will actually keep a lot of people from transferring. But yeah, we're still losing probably a couple high 80 overalls this season. So that's All-Americans. I didn't want to look at the All-American team. We want to look at the bracket, and it looks like Michigan beat Alabama to win it all. TCU, Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Pittsburgh, Oklahoma, UAB, Texas Tech, Georgia, Clemson, and Washington all made it. The G5 was UAB. They went 10-4 on the season. I think we lost to them this season, if I'm not mistaken. Did we face UAB? We did. We lost 35-17. Unfortunate, but if we would have won, we would have had a chance. But that's the end of season number 12 on to season number 13. And here we are in season number 13. So unfortunately, Old Dominion will still have the title so far in our two teams so far. We went 8-4 here in North Texas. We won actually our first 4 games, beating SMU, ranked UCLA, UTEP, and then FCS. Losing to Tulsa, who was ranked at the time. FAU. We beat, then lost to Memphis, then won, lost, won. So it was like win, lose at the very end of the season. But hey, 8-4 is not a bad season after especially going 6-6 the last 2 seasons. But yeah, so again, no conference championship. Going to be no college football playoff, but we will make a bowl game, and hopefully we can win that bowl game to improve our season overall. We're going to go ahead and simulate to the national title game, and of course past it to see who wins it all, see who, is going to be the head honcho this season, in season number 13 here with North Texas. Hopefully that we can get a decent season next year in season number 14 with North Texas. We had a couple of chances there. Pro potential is down to a B-, but coach stability and coach prestige and athletic facilities move up. We do go up to a 3.5 star. We went 8-5, so we did lose our bowl game, which is fine. I wasn't expecting to win it. But look at the bracket. Notre Dame wins it all over Wisconsin. UAB, Michigan, Wisconsin, or Washington, not Wisconsin. Wisconsin is in there. USC, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma State, Miami, Alabama, California, and Texas all make the college football playoff, but not North Texas and not winning it, which is what we're hoping for. But yeah, 13 seasons down, on to season number 14. And here we are in season number 14. This is the big game. UAB's 12-0. We're 11-1. We only lost 1 game during the season, and it was against UAB. It was against Tulsa, 24-16. But we beat everybody else pretty handily too. We beat Illinois, who was ranked. We stomped Arizona, who is now 1-11. But yeah, this is a big game because, A, if we win, we're more than likely making the college football playoff. If we lose, we're on the outside looking in. We could still make it, with a highly chance that we don't. Especially, although Clemson is like 7-5, and yet I don't know what happened to the ACC. But yeah, so this is a big game. If we win, we're American champions, and we move on to the and probably get a first-round bye in the for the college football playoff. And we did win. And we're also an A7 overall team, so that's very, very big as well, because now we have officially won the American championship. George Dora wins the MAC Defensive Player of the Week. You're not the MAC, the American Player of the Week. Same thing with our quarterback is very, very good this season. Obviously threw for 5 touchdowns. So this is big. Because now if we look at the bracket, we're number 5 in the nation. And we are getting a first round bye. And of course, we have to face Oklahoma or Alabama. If either one wins, I think it's not fun. Can we go on the other side to face Louisville? I think that'll be fine. I mean, we get a first round bye, but it's not really going to matter. You have to face Bama or Oklahoma. But we got to get lucky. We want to beat them. So 12-1 on the season. We're an 87 overall across the board. We just get Nick Balducci, 4,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. He wins the Heisman Trophy. I think that's our second Heisman so far, which is weird because we never had a Heisman in the Old Dominion, simulations, but we've had 2 so far here in North Texas. And of course, unfortunately, we also get another Best Tight End award, which is nice. The recruiting class is decent. No, like, big names, I think. We did sign 1 4-star halfback, so that will at least help. I think we only signed 7. We signed a 4-star receiver and a 4-star halfback. That's about it. Everyone else has been a 3-star just for kind of depth pieces because, honestly, this might be it. Who knows? Season number 14, we're trying to win again, or I guess not win again, win for the first time. And we'll be facing Oklahoma in the college football playoff. This is a big game. They went 11-2. What's their overall? Please don't be like above like an 80. They're an 86. Hold on a second. We might have a shot here against Oklahoma. If we win here, we move on to the semifinals. And then hopefully we have a decent game. We're in the Orange Bowl. We've made the semifinals once. We start with ball first and drive down to get a field goal. Defense makes a stop, but unfortunately can't make a second stop. We do have the ball, though, at the start of the second quarter. And can't do anything. Oklahoma's up 14-3, now 21-3, 21-10, 21-17.5. That's a huge touchdown before the half. Unfortunately, they get a touchdown. We do as well. It's back to a 12-point game. We have the ball. On 4th down and 12, we run for 2 yards. And it's over. Another season in the books. 49-37 loss to Oklahoma. We just cannot find a way to win in these simulations. I don't know what it is. It's just another season, another second round exit here for North Texas. I don't know. I'm thinking of just simulating all the way through, but I don't know. We'll probably lose one of those 2 games and that we could eventually win. I mean, we are the better overall team, technically. So, but another loss, and that means on to season number 15. I mean, we are an 87 overall team. Pro potential goes up. Prestige actually goes down. I don't know how we're going down in conference prestige, even though we just made it. We have two people in the college football playoff, and Washington beats Mississippi State. They actually beat UAB. Oregon, USC, Michigan, Middle Tennessee State. That's what I was hoping, like, hey, we could trade with Michigan, and we can beat up on Middle Tennessee and maybe beat up on Louisville. But Washington wins it all, 42-14. Oklahoma makes it to the second round or third round and loses 49-45 after beating Bama and us. So another loss, another season on the way. On to next season. And here we are in season number 15. 10-2 on the season. Unfortunately, one of those losses came against LSU, who was ranked at the time, so I didn't really care about that one. But losing to Navy late is what's causing us maybe to miss out on the college football playoff here this season. But a win against Charlotte, we might go if Fresno State loses. I did look, and Fresno State is in the top for the college football playoff, so we'll never know. We need a win, though, and we do. We go 11-2 on the season, but it is going to be all here. So the American champions, which is very, very nice. Eric Funk wins the American Defensive Player of the Week. We just need a win, though. We need maybe, we sneak into the college football playoff. It's probably not going to happen since we're already out of it by the time we're this late in the season. Got a couple recruits coming in, which is always very, very nice. But yeah, being ranked 18th, I don't think is going to get that, and we are not. We're going to have to face Louisiana in the in a bowl game. We get one of the best kicker awards. That's the first time I've ever gotten that. But yeah, we're facing Louisiana in the First Responders Bowl. So again, we don't make the college football playoff, which is unfortunate. So we'll just go ahead and simulate to the end of season recap. see who made it, see who won the national title, and it's on to another season. We've already passed Old Dominion's record of 13 at this point. So North Texas will be number 2. I mean, it was going to be number 2 either way. Pro Potential is up to an A+, Conference Prestige and Coach Prestige up to an A+, which is very, very nice to have those at A+, especially in recruiting. We did win, so we go 12-2 on the season. Looking at the bracket, Michigan wins it all over USC. Oklahoma, Fresno State, Michigan, Auburn, Georgia, Iowa State, Wake Forest, SMU, Miami, and Texas Tech and TCU made it into the college football playoff. And unfortunately, not North Texas, and of course, not this season. So on to next season. And here we are in season number 16. We go 9-3 on the season, 6-2 in the conference. We lost to California week 1, which was kind of rough. But then we go on a huge winning streak before we lose to Army and UAB. UAB understood because they were ranked 5th at the time. But then we stomped UTSA, so this is a big game here. If we win, I still don't think there's a chance we make the college football playoff, so it's another ruined season. We were ranked like 5 at one point, or 7 at one point until we faced UAB. We actually did beat them this time. I wish we would have beat them the last time, but that does make us, again, American Conference champions in the conference championship game, so I don't think that takes them out of the college football playoff for UAB, and I don't think that puts us in it as well, unfortunately, because there is a couple other players that are, or a couple teams that are a little bit better. Although we are ranked 9th after beating UAB. We'll find out here, though, in this next screen. Did we actually? Did we actually make it? Flood wins the best quarterback with 42 touchdowns, I think to 9 interceptions last time I saw. We get one of the better defensive tackles as well. So that's nice. Did we actually make it? There's no way we made it. The last time I looked, we were on the outside looking in. We did. Wow. We actually made the college football playoff. I didn't think we were going to make it. So all of a sudden, my plans shifted. Also, this recruiting class is actually pretty solid from the last couple of seasons. A lot of 4s, a couple 5s that will help out this team even more for the next upcoming season, if there is a next season. You never know. We got another college football playoff to do. And this time, hopefully, we win it. That's the goal. I don't know why we went down in overall. I think we were in like an 89. USC is our team that we have to face. Did we lose a staff member? No, both of our staff members are still here. I don't know what I don't know why we went down in overall. If we look at our team, does it still say we're an 85? Yeah, that's really weird. Quarterback's an 87. I mean, we were like an 89 overall team. What happened? Did we lose somebody? I don't know what happened. Anyways, we got a game to win. It's number 3 USC. They're an 87 overall team. This is not going to be fun, I think. But we shall find out. I'm hoping again to find a way to win.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium.
We're in the Fiesta Bowl this season. So obviously, again, we're just going to super sim. 7-0. Now it's 7-7. That's a decent start. After 1. Now it's 10-7. Now it's 17-7 at half, and we get the ball to start the second half. And we get a touchdown, so it's 24-7, now 24-10. We're going to go play-by-play here in the fourth quarter. USC will start driving down the field here, and they will put up a touchdown to make it a 7-point game with 5 minutes to go. That's a huge sack. That's a penalty. And now that's a negative yard rush and a 13-yard catch, so a punt. And USC will tie the game with 3:41 to go. And we have to punt away again. They kick a field goal to make it 27-24, but we have the ball with a minute 47, and that's a touchdown. All the defense knew is get a stop. Struggling with words. 22 seconds left. 13 seconds left. 7. 4. And a pick. With 2 seconds on the clock, we beat USC. We're back in the semifinals. If we can get this, we finally move on to another semifinal game. That's a huge win as well. Absolutely huge win against USC. We win the quarterfinal. We're on to the semis. And we'll find out who we have to play right here and right now. Gain some more XP, which we don't even care about at this point. We got to face Louisville. I feel like Louisville's an easier opponent. Who did they beat? I also want to know what their overall is. But looking at the bracket, looks like Louisville beat NC State 29-14. They also beat Maryland. Georgia beat UAB, and Oregon beat Mississippi State, and Mississippi State beat Fresno State, and of course UAB beat Oklahoma. So, I mean, this is it, to be honest with you. Facing Louisville, they are an 84 overall team. So we are technically the better team overall. Well, the last time that happened, we lost. Last year. Or it was 2 years ago. 2 seasons ago. We had a better overall difference and we still lost. We really need to win this game. We're going to kick off first, so that's good. Although we give up a touchdown to begin the game, and we don't do anything. End of quarter number 1. I think they have the ball at the 1. They do. 14-0 early for Louisville. But we put up 3 to make it, and now it's 21-3. Now 21-10. Oh, that was close. That would have been bad to have them have another point before the half. Unfortunately, it's still going to happen. 24-10. We'll go play-by-play. 4th down to 1, and we punt it. Oh, they punt it away. I'm sorry. 4th down, we go for it. We get the first down. We got to get points on the board. And there it is. Now it's a 7-point game. Defense needs 1 stop. And there it is. But we punt it away, and it's a short punt. And Louisville will take another 14-point lead. Offense, though, trying. We get a touchdown win, and we have all 3 of our timeouts. 2nd down and 7. 3rd down and 6. 4th and 4. They punt it away, so we have a chance with 1 minute and 2 to go down the field. First play is for 10 yards. Why are we running the football? Oh, my God. We just tied the game with 24 seconds. Just do not let them get into field goal range. A couple incomplete passes. The pass was knocked away. They punted away. With 2 seconds, we just take the knee. And now we start with overtime with a bang. A first play touchdown. So do they. So double overtime. Louisville's going to kick a... No, they went for it. Wow, they went for it. 1st and goal, 3rd and goal, and they get a touchdown. They don't get the 2 points, though. And 4th down and 7, but we get a big rush for 22 yards for a touchdown. Did we just win it?
That's a great performance.
We're going to the national championship with North Texas. Oh my! Why does this game always have to go into overtime, man? Can we just win it in regulation? We were Old Dominion. We had so many games going to overtime. It just hurts my heart, man. It's just making my stress levels go too high. We'll go on I think this is our first national championship here with North Texas. Can we finally win it all? That 'tis the question. Can we finally? We're facing Georgia. Why can't we just have a Mickey Mouse run, you know? Just one time. Just one time. We're facing Georgia. They're a 90 overall team. 90 overall. There we go.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this.
Whoops, I totally meant to do it. I didn't mean to kick this off. Well, I guess we're kicking it off. Oopsies. I made an oopsies. Well, okay, that's actually worth it. All right, there we go. I didn't mean to play it on accident, but it's just a kickoff, so it's fine. We put up a touchdown after a stop. Can the defense make another one? They got a couple stops, but the offense couldn't do anything with those. Another stop, and this time they put up a field goal. So 7-3. Still 7-3 at the half. We start with ball in the second half. We put up a field goal to make it a 7-point game. They get another field goal to make it 10-6. And here we go, going to the fourth quarter. Defense has played very, very well today, and they're going to force another stop, and they're going to punt it again. Offense has to put something on the board here. And we're running the football. Why are we running the football? That's a huge punt. They go backwards, so -3. Then they get their 3 yards back. 3rd down and 10. It's now 4th down. I don't know what's happening here. We have a very short field. And of course, we're going backwards on a sack. We get those 6 yards back to make it 3rd and 10. And of course, we go nowhere. We do kick a field goal, though, to make it a 7-point game with 4 minutes to go in this game. 3rd down and 13. The defense is playing out of their mind. And we just had a huge 35-yard run. We get a touchdown to make it a 14-point game here in the fourth quarter against Georgia. And the defense just made another stop on their side of the field. What is happening with the defense? Isn't even the best part of this team. It's 4th down and 15. I guess we punt the ball. I don't know why. I guess we didn't try for a field goal, and we just got an interception. I think that's going to do it. We take a sack. We kick another punt, but it's down at the... Oh, no, it is. It was down at the 1. They get a huge play, though, for 15 yards. They get out of it. Another big play for 22. Another huge play for 21. Now the defense started giving up some yards. Why are they running the ball? I guess it was the quarterback. There's a touchdown to make it 20-13. But I think as long as we recovered the onside kick, and it is finally over. North Texas is the national champion. Finally, I think this is year, 16? 16 seasons. In 2040, we finally get it done. It is finally over. Episode 2 is finally done. So, as y'all know, Old Dominion is number 1. North Texas is number 2. Old Dominion, it's 13 seasons. North Texas took 16 seasons. Obviously, Old Dominion will be taken over at some point whenever we get the 5-star schools like Georgia or Alabama or Oregon. And pretty quickly. Looking at the stats of the season, because that's what we did the last time. Flood, 49 touchdowns, 13 picks. Rushing-wise, 777, only 776 yards. And Flood had 750. Franco, 1,300 receiving yards. Burgess, 1,000 receiving yards. Mayer had 1,000 receiving yards. Magno led the team with tackles. Clark led the teams with tackles for a loss. Paredes had 20 sacks? God. Okay. We only had 3 picks was our most, and it was mostly by a couple corners. We had a ton of deflections, though. A couple forced fumbles. Not too many. We did recover a bunch. 1 blocked kick. 1 safety. But no defensive touchdowns, which is kind of weird. But anywho, that's going to do it for episode number 2. Again, write in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to take the longest? Is it going to be North Texas? You know, so far, they are in dead last. Granted, we've only had 2 episodes. But so far, 16 seasons for North Texas, 13 for Old Dominion. So who knows? Granted, we went to a lot of college football playoffs with North Texas compared to Old Dominion. We went with so many more with North Texas. We eventually even got to a semifinal game without even making, anything. I think Old Dominion, we just ran through it immediately. I can't remember if we made one or not at this point. It's already been too long since I've recorded that. But yeah, again, if you guys are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is free, really helps out the channel, and lets you know when videos like this go live, as well as let you know when our Ball State and our Zero Overall Dynasties, Zero Overall Dynasty will go live as well. I post Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Usually 2 episodes of Ball State, 1 episode of Zero Overall, and 1 episode of this series, or a one-off video. So who knows what we'll have for next week. Hopefully it's another one for episode number 3. Hope you all look forward to that, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.